Again, with breaking news tonight, the maximum possible sentence for the man who admitted killing a Purdue University student earlier this year. Cody Cousins is sentenced to 65 years behind bars.
That sentence just handed down 1 hour ago after an emotional and revealing day in court. RTV6 reporter Chris Prophet is there and joins us live now with more. Chris.
Well, ultimately, the judge rejected Cody Cousins' attorney's argument that his client was mentally ill at the time that he killed fellow student Andrew Bolt back in January in a campus classroom and in front of a dozen other students. Cousins did plead guilty in order to avoid this trial. He pled guilty to murder, so today was the sentencing hearing. It has been 8 months, and we learned a lot in that time. We also learned that Cousins was an admitted drug abuser, that he shot fellow teaching assistant Andrew Bolt 5 times and then stabbed him another 19 times. A gruesome crime that Cousins showed no remorse over. The 24-year-old told the judge that, quote, "I killed Andrew Bolt because I wanted to and that I'll deal with the consequences later." There were conflicting diagnoses regarding Cousins' mental health, but the judge rejected the notion that Cousins was mentally ill at the time of the murder, but instead was simply jealous of Andrew Bolt.
I will tell you this. 31 years of doing this in multiple murder cases, reading the law for 31 years, reading case law from other states. You all were present and heard a person stand up in court and say words that should chill not only you to the bone, but society.
So the judge sentenced Cousins to the maximum sentence of 65 years. It was a term that Andrew Bolt's parents had asked the judge to impose upon the defendant, Cody Cousins in this case. We also learned that Cousins had purchased legally that gun prior to the murder, that he had received some firearms training. He had even gone as far as to figure out how many years in prison he might receive if he was caught. Of course, he did give himself up, and he faced the sentence today, 65 years in prison. We'll have more on this story for you tonight at 7. Live in Lafayette, Chris Prophet, RTV6.
A very disturbing day, Chris. Thank you. One more thing we want you to hear from this afternoon. The family of Andrew Bolt released a letter to the community.
Andrew's family would like to express their thanks for the love and support from family and friends. Father Nathan Reisman and St. Francis Cabrini Parish, Father Warren Zazaman, the Jesuit community and Marquette University High School, President Mitch Daniels and the Purdue University family, and the residents of Greater West Bend, Milwaukee, and Lafayette communities. We appreciate the tireless efforts of the Purdue Police Chief John Cox and his staff, Deputy Prosecutor Matt Lasher, Prosecuting Attorney Patrick Harrington, and the Tippecanoe County Prosecutor's Office to secure the conviction of Mr. Cousins. We accept Judge Bush's sentence of 65 years. Thank you.
Bolt's mother was at today's hearing and testified during the sentencing.